Hello everyone. In this video I want to talk about, can binary options really make money, and can it be a long-term source of income? So the first thing, whether it can make money or not, the easiest way really is to give it a shot, a demo account, and basically just fiddle around with it and see if you're actually able to get some so-called wins from predictions. Making a prediction is essentially looking at the charts and basically picking a direction. You can use indicators or signals here to help you in your decision. And depending on what's on the charts, you might be able to see an opportunity here and there. You could trend follow, you could counter trend, you could go according to here and you find a signal. And for example, this one here, it says copied 10 times, so it's copied 47 times, 58 minutes. So again, so basically you can just give it a shot and see how that works out for you. But the main attraction why people look into binary options is because it's fast. Like the trade duration is just a minute. So compared to other forms of investing, trading, if you will, Forex, stocks, options, it never really comes as short as this. It's only in binary that you can have very short expiry trades that you can see a result really fast. So at this point of time, I'm just looking at this one right here, and if it turns out to be a good opportunity, I might just pull the trigger on this one. And as we take a trade or two, I'm basically going to walk you through the thought processes, and I want to show you how a trade is being done. I also want to walk you through the long-term considerations of could this work out for you in the long term, so to speak. So right now I've just taken a trade here for a minute's duration, and we will know the result within a minute, if it wins, if it does not win. And there are different controls that you can use. For example, over here I can actually space my mouse, I can drag apart with two fingers, and that will hopefully get a clearer it will get a clearer view of what's happening in the charts. So if I make a bad decision, then what do I do next? So perhaps some people would chase the trade, some people would go a different way. So let's just see what the result is, and then from there we'll take it. I'll walk you through the whole steps of this process. So in this case, we're actually winning it, and we might even just continue with another one as well. So coming to the second part, can it be a long-term thing? It's kind of like, okay, to trade takes skill. It takes focus, consideration, and one of the things that, like, some of you may have who have actually stumbled upon binary options trading because you're looking into ways to make money online, and probably before this you may have come across like home-based businesses, internet marketing. You come across like network marketing, direct marketing opportunities where you have to do home meetings and stuff. So at the end of the day, you really have to ask yourself, I mean, like, there's no such thing as a free lunch. You're not gonna make money by doing absolutely nothing. But if you had to do something, would you rather do this or do something else? Would you rather be like talking to random people trying to sell stuff and outside of your work? Because I take it that most people have a job. You're looking for something extra to do. Some people come into binary options because you love trading. Some people come into binary options because you're looking for cash. So in a way, if you have a skill set, if you pick up the skill set for binary options, then yes, you can actually do well on it. It can be long term, but you do watch out for your mental aspects too. What I mean by mental aspects, like mental health. Okay, like if you had a bad day at work, if you just had like arguments in the family, you might not be in the best frame of mind. It's the same as I like to use poker as a comparison. And the reason why I like to use poker as a comparison is because, like, there are over the years I've seen different kinds of poker players. The ones who just do it for social reasons, they meet up over like Chinese New Year or Christmas, and they start like doing a buy-in with X amount of dollars. And some people they just do it for the social companionship. They don't really care if they win or they lose. And there are some people, on the other hand, they just get so serious about it, and they absolutely have to win. They absolutely have to be the last one standing or the second last one standing. And if they are not, then they just don't. They just rather not be part of it. Okay, it really depends on your I mean, like if you're gonna do this and you're gonna do it to win. Oh, you just missed that. Oh, it died actually. So let's go find a different option. So, okay, I had a bit of a brain fart over there. What I meant to say is that people who play poker, some people play to win. There are also people who just pay for companionship. So if you're trading just to pass time, it's no different from gambling. But if you're trading to win, then it's going to be very different because you have to be very specific, very objective about what you want to do. Like for example, how much money do I want to make in a day? How many winning trades is that going to take to get me to my target? Let's say if today the market is not good, things are not working the way I want, then what is going to be my exit sign? Where am I going to throw in a towel? It's like in the game of poker, there are different things, different concepts. For example, there is the fold, there is the call. So basically, every placing a new bet, you call, you're following. But let's say if you find that there's no way that you can win, then that's when you kind of like you would fold. You would rather negate whatever you've put in already, and during that span of time, you decide to instead like wait for the next round, which could be better for you. So this is like one of the things that focus with time, consideration, deliberateness. To win is a commitment. You commit yourself to getting a good result out of your trading, and when you go in with the mindset to win, then you will find yourself making a lot of more headway than someone who comes in and doesn't know what they're doing. So it really depends. So I don't know which group of person that sounds like you in this case. Like what I've been trying to do here is to basically look out for opportunities, take some trades, and time to time you saw I had one losing one, and I realized that it just was not worth to follow, and I decided upon just like rather than trying to beat the market. It's not possible to beat the market, but if you realize that okay, it's better to just fold. So I folded. I did not try to double my next trade. I just wanted to balance that off. So in other words, what you can say is that my last two trades, one canceled the other. Okay, over here, this replaced this, so still 80 cents out. Okay, it's just giving you an example. Can this be a long-term thing? Well, in a few minutes, in the span of a short time, like if you're just making $10 trades, well, you really only need like 4 in a row, and that's like $40. And in many places, especially in Southeast Asia, like 40 US is the respectable day's wage. Someone in Brazil, 40 US, very respectable money. If you go to places like Poland, that's a lot of money, 40 US. And let's say if you're in a different country, let's say United Kingdom, Singapore, then perhaps, or like if you were doing bigger, like $25 per trade, then 4 winning trades would be $100, and that's also very good money. So that could help with a lot of bills, and the key is preservation. So if when you are thinking of doing this as a long-term thing, so like can you do everything based on logic, like not emotion? Many people when they look at people who can drive really well, most of the time people who drive really well are those who can look at the conditions on the road, and they're not having a emotional attachment to it. They're basically just looking at situations like, okay, if then I'll do this, if this then this. So it's very logic, it's very binary. So it's if then, if then, if then. There is no in between. Okay, well then between, well, if the price does expire, so-called, like there is, there's the OTM, out of the money, ITM, in the money, and there's at the money. At the money, like we had that tie once over here. So if you have a tie, that is at the money. So in that, there is that middle possible outcome. But okay, so if just the talking and taking these trades at the same time, I wanted to show you that the idea, you want to yourself to getting to a level that you can very like, okay, if you're driving and you can drive and talk to someone. Can you do that? Well, most people can have a chat with the person beside them in a car. I even have like friends who are driving and having like a Zoom conference. While they're driving, they're plugged into the Bluetooth, of course. But people have that. Okay, but at the same time, like if the question here is, would you be doing a sacrifice, some sacrifice? For example, would you be perhaps driving at a slower speed than you ordinarily would? Well, maybe, but does it matter? No. So, like, I think the things that you want to try to work towards as well is like, if you can have a chat and at the same time, keeping yourself very emotionally balanced. Why? Because you're what you're really here is just you're just kind of having an experience with the market. It's the same as, it's just you want to get it to the point that you are trading like as though you're walking or you're driving or you're playing video game and chatting, like you're playing Roblox and having a conversation with your friends, or you're playing like, online gaming, and at the same time, your daily life with your aim. And if you do that in other aspects, trading is no different, and you are in trading. Okay, so that's all I want to share in this short video. Haven't actually spoken out in the video for quite some time. I hope, and if any part speaks out to you, feel free to leave your comments down in the video comment section down below. And at the same time, I have one parting question. Okay, how many of you would be interested in a webinar? If I were to put up a webinar again, how many of you would be interested? Give me a yes in the comments down below. I wish you good trading and be well.